Stop convincing people to change. You know, people don't really change unless they really want to. Stop convincing people to change their religion, their political views, and their opinions about a decision they've already made. Okay? Stop minding other people's businesses and you will live a very happy life. Let's talk about religion first. The first thing that I learned the hard way to stop convincing people about is their religion. People hold religion very dear in their hearts. I'm very sure you've met a religious person that is so passionate about their religion. Like religion shapes your values, your point of view, the way you see the world. And when I learned that, I started respecting people's religion, whether I think they are right or wrong. Okay? Because I remember when I first became a Christian, I was so passionate about telling everyone about Christ. I was formerly a Muslim, and I was so excited to share my faith with everybody. But when I learned that in the Bible, Jesus never preached to his siblings, okay? When Jesus was still alive, his siblings were never in his ministry when he was alive. He didn't convince them. He was with other apostles, Peter, James, Philip, Judas, the other 12 apostles, okay? Not his siblings. And I remember my own self, when I tried to tell my siblings about Jesus, I was so disappointed, because that's when I learned about rebellion, that we human beings, we internally have rebellion, and if someone tries to force us to do something, we shall unleash that rebellion, because it's like someone is trying to take away your pride when they force you to do something. I realized that the more I told my siblings about my religion, is the more they became the opposite of what I was telling them, because they're Muslim. They were bent towards their Muslim ways even more. And I was confused, and I'm like, oh my goodness, am I pushing these people further from the truth? And then I thought about my own self, how I became born again, how I became a Christian. No one preached to me. It was honestly God that convicted me, the Holy Spirit that convicted me. I put my salvation story. I made a video about my salvation story. And then I also learned about how Jesus never preached to his siblings. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to bother my friends about religion anymore. I'm not going to bother my siblings about my faith anymore. I will just let them be. I will live my life, try to make myself better. And God will convince them. God will convict them. Because I believe it's the Holy Spirit that convicted Jesus' siblings about them embracing his faith. Okay? So I personally stopped convincing people to change their religious views, because it holds such a dear place in their hearts. Let me know in the comments, have you ever tried to convince someone who is not ready to change their faith, their religious views? How was that conversation? I don't totally ignore people and don't tell them about my faith, because I'm so passionate about it. You can tell in all my videos, but I tell people that are ready to hear. There are people that are ready to hear the message, and those are the people that I share with, and the conversation is so smooth, because people get convicted in stages, and God is going to bring you someone who is ready to hear that message, and it's going to be such an amazing conversation. Let me know in the comments if you've ever tried to just bump into someone and tell them about how was your experience. And then the second thing that I talked about, things you should stop convincing people to change, is their political views. When I was younger, I used to hear adults talk about religion, and they were so passionate about it. And I'm like, why are adults always arguing about politics? Honestly, politics is an adult thing, and it's fun. Now that I'm an adult, I know better. It is, you just can't pretend like you don't know what is happening in politics. I'm not someone who is into politics, but obviously because everyone is so passionate about it, I know about politics. And it's, I remember there is a WhatsApp group with my old schoolmates, my OBs and OGs from my high school, and many times when there is boredom in the group, when no one is talking, people put something about politics and the conversation gets hot. And I'm like, hey guys, we are finally adults. Look, we are talking about politics, and it's so true. So when I say someone, when I want to talk about politics. I put like one comment. I don't want to try to hurt people's feelings, because even politics, people hold it so dear in their hearts. Like it's so, like they're so bought into it, they love it. So I stopped trying to convince people to change their political views, whether I think they are right or wrong. Honestly, I believe that leadership comes from God, and whoever God has chosen, they'll be the leader. I know that there is a whole topic about religion, that, oh, it is evil. A lot of things are evil. Even people that pretend to be holy are not holy. So I let it be. I let people believe in their political views, and I don't want to bother them. And then the other thing that I stopped convincing people to change is their opinion about the decision they made. I stopped trying to convince people to change their opinion about a decision they already made. Okay? Because I remember before I learned how to make decisions, I used to go to literally like about 5 people before I made a decision, asking them, do you think I should do this? Do you think I should do that? I think it was because I didn't really have the Spirit of God in me, but I used to struggle to make decisions. And when I learned how to make decisions, finally, I still struggle to make decisions, but not as much. When I make up my mind to do something, I'm doing it. And it doesn't matter what you say, oh, do this, look at it this way, maybe it's better that way, because I feel like God is also helping me in making my decision. So when I make up my mind, I really want to follow my decision, and it's easier for me to suffer the consequences of a decision that I made than regretting when someone has helped me to make the decision. So because I don't want people to regret in their decision, to regret the decision they made because I influenced them, I take caution not to influence people in changing their opinion about a decision they already made. Okay? So in summary, I said, stop convincing people to change their religion, their political views, and their opinion about a decision they already made. Okay? If you found this video interesting, I'm going to link a playlist with other inspiring and motivating videos. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. God bless you. See ya.